Yeah, I told you. He the correct translation, if you remove the word struck and you put push instead, basically reads
If
to
we
he put.
remove what it says and we put a new word. Okay, got it.
It means the same thing.
Okay. Got it. Okay, we can just
That's
move on to a new verse because soon sun isn't working and I can't show you the Arabic on this.
so.
Alright, we'll
What's your
just go
next
to this
argument?
verse. Hold on, wait. Let me make sure this is the right one really quickly before. I think it's Sahih al-Bukhari. It's a 6.
Hey, never mind. I found the Arabic version too.
What the hell is actually doing out the
Yeah,
they fast the
Quran.
men and women give alms. I've seen them. It's fine. In order.
Yeah, so I found it for you.
Uh,
Do you have any other?
Okay, wait. So, do you think okay, wait. So, do you think women are deficient in mind?
Uh,
Do you think women are deficient in their mind? Yo, Hannah, this is
no,
a question for you as well. Do you think women are deficient in their mind?
no.
Mm,
No, Hannah?
nope.
Okay, wait. So, why does the Sahih Bukhari disagree with you? Why does Muhammad disagree with you, actually?
Oh my God, it's gonna be good, huh?
Sahih Bukhari 304?
Bro.
Let me get it up.
Sure, I can read it out loud as well. Once Allah's messenger went out of Musalla, I believe, to offer the prayers to somebody, these people, these type of prayers. Then he passed by the women and said, "O women, give alms, as I have seen that the majority of the dwellers of of hellfire were you women." They asked, "Why is it so, Allah's messenger?" He replied, "You curse frequently and are ungrateful to your husbands. I have not seen anyone more deficient in intelligence and religion than you. A cautious, sensible man could be led astray by some of you." The woman asked, "O Allah's messenger, what is deficient in our mind or in our intelligence and religion?" He said, "It is not the evidence of two women equal to the witness of one man." They replied in the affirmative. He said, "This is the deficiency in her intelligence. Isn't it true that a woman can neither pray nor fast during her menses or menses?" Well, I don't know what that is. The woman replied in the affirmative. He said, "This is the deficiency in her religion."
So, okay.
So you, Hannah, are deficient in intelligence and religion. Do you agree with that?
do I agree with it? I'll get back to you, Simi. How about that?
All right, yeah, sure.
I can get to you right now. Yeah, the word nuqsan that's used in the hadith, yeah?
Huh?
The word nuqsan, which is
What are you
used in the
talking
hadith.
about?
Yeah, the reductions, basically. The word for reduction in Arabic. The word
The word
nuqsan.
for reduction. What is reduction gonna like mean in this? Or where's reduction gonna be? What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about the hadith you gave me.
304?
Yeah,
What about 304? Women are deficient. Do you disagree?
yeah, I just told you the word nuqsan can mean
Nasan, what
uh,
is Nasan in this verse?
nuqsan. The word nuqsan, the word
No
for
san?
reduction. Yeah, nuqsan.
Where is reduction in this entire? I don't
Huh?
see a single place where it even uses the word reduction. Are you talking about deficient?
Yeah,
Okay, so the word deficient.
yeah. They're like in different translations. It says reduction in one. The
Okay, well,
Arabic word.
I'm not talking about this translation. I'm talking about the true translation. The one in Arabic. Once Allah's apostle went out of
Can
Masala,
you go to Can I
I
go
have
to
not
you?
seen anyone more deficient in intelligence. Oh, let me see what the word for deficient is, and deficient in Arabic.
Sufficient. Huh? Okay, can't you read Arabic? Oh yeah, you can't read Arabic. Anyways, well, you don't go to Google, since Google can give you many meanings for the same word.
I'm using a lexicon.
Yeah, but you don't even know what word is used in the hadith. You're just gonna go based off Google.
Yeah, I'm using a lexicon. You know what a
Again, you don't even
lexicon
know
is?
the word. How are you gonna use the lexicon?
Okay, do you know what a lexicon is or what it does?
Yeah, I know what a lexicon is, but you don't know the word, so you can't even search a word in the lexicon if you don't know the
The,
word.
the lexicon gives you the word. It gives you side by side. It gives you one part of the passage or one part of the thing with what that means in Arabic. Then it goes to the next one and it does a second part of the passage with the Arabic next to it. Why does no one know what the facts, bro? Nobody knows what a lexicon is.
As the lexicon with like the hadith on it or what?
Yes, it's a lexicon. Well, it goes on to like the words of like what's used and everything. You just look up
And the,
this verse with a lexicon on it. I mean, I think Sunnah.com gives a lexicon, and my Sunnah's working right now.
yeah, okay, so what word are you searching for in a lexicon?
Deficient. Let me pull it back up. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. I can just tell you the word. It's called Nafsan.
Yeah, but we're getting two different words. You're getting like that one. I'm getting I believe this, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. It's not that. Not that one.
About soysun.com.
Hey man, women are deficient in their knowledge. So
Yeah. Can you like find me the lexicon already?
I already like gave you the word for it. Do you want the lexicon I'm using? Is that what you're asking for? What's wrong with
The
the
word.
hadith? Well, the hadith is just saying women are deficient in knowledge and everything and religion. I mean, look, guys, if you guys agree with that, then I mean, I don't. There's no problem
Yeah.
with it.
Are you sure it's Nuqsan? Because the word less in here is Nuqsan. I don't know what you're saying right now.
The word what?
The word used in the hadith is Nuqsan.
Yeah, the word you. Okay, so what does this word translate to in English? That's in the like in the thing.
Pardon?
Yeah, you say it's Noxon, right? Is that what the word is? I don't really know.
Son.
Okay, sure. What does this word translate to in English that is used inside of the in the hadith? Is this like a translation for? I'll just look it up, bro.
Yeah, it's just basically mistranslated. It can also mean
Yeah,
like
Mitch, it literally means deficiency.
I told you it has many other meanings. It doesn't have one meaning.
So it quite literally means bro.
It can also mean like less.
Yo, decrease? What is a decrease?
Nuqsan can also mean like less
What
or
is
decrease.
what happens what happens if somebody decreases in knowledge? What happens?
It doesn't say decrease in knowledge.
What happens if somebody decreases in knowledge? No, like just I'm not saying it does, but like what happens if somebody decreases in knowledge?
That's not. I don't know.
What happens if maybe a
Yeah.
better example. What happens if I decrease in like so we have like a food rations or something, and we have like a food? What happens if the food rations start to decrease? What is happening?
What?
There's a deficiency in the food, is my point. The deficiency and decrease could be correlated.
It can also mean
If you
less
have a
too.
deficiency in knowledge, you could have a decrease of knowledge. Like, what do you take decrease to? Like we'll just get into the semantics of it, bro. But it's
Yeah,
literally
that
the
means
exact
like
same thing.
have less.
Women
Its
have a
relationship.
deficiency in knowledge, bro. What's the argument?
It's the whole
Prove
hadith itself.
Muhammad wrong. Prove
The whole
Muhammad wrong.
hadith.
Prove Muhammad
Are
wrong.
you gonna, are you gonna let me talk or what, bro? Yeah. Again, I told you the word. The whole hadith is on about women's financial obligations, legal obligations, basically. So
So,
women
bro,
have
this verse, Sahih
yeah, women have
al-Bukhari, the
less
verse I gave you, is
interest,
talking
bro. Women have less obligations than a man. That's
about.
basically what's that talking about.
Okay, wait. So does it say Okay, so now we're just pulling this out of our butt. It says literally nothing about legal obligations. It says a deficient in intelligence and religion. It goes on to quote where Allah said, where in the Quran where it says, is not the evidence of two women equal to the witness of one man. This is a
Yeah, and
clear
the
talk
ayah,
about
and the ayah,
her knowledge to
and the verse,
retain information.
yeah, okay, and the verse is talking about their legal obligation. It's not talking about their yeah, the
Okay,
two
so it's talking about legal obligation, bro. Like what?
and the like financial terms. Two women.
Financial insurance, yo. We talking about financial insurance.
Insurance. Another insurance.
So they are deficient. So they are deficient in the law. Tell me how it
They,
makes sense that they're deficient in the law.
so they have a lesser obligation, women's
A
legal
lesser
obligation
obligation in the law.
than a man.
Okay,
In
yeah. So
financial,
show me where it says this.
yeah, and the prophet which ayah he quoted, yeah, is talking about their financial like the financial, what do you call it? Like forms
Do you
basically.
want to pull up the ayah he's talking about? Because it's not.
Yeah, I could pull up the ayah.
Yeah, sure.
Let's me.
Surah 282. O believers, when you contract a loan for a fixed period of time, not describing to justice between the parties. They will write the notice.
282, yeah.
Bearing Allah in mind. There isn't
Yeah, what's the verse, bro?
It's 282. 2282. Mm. Oh, let me go to my notes. I believe that's the verse though.
Yeah, this is talking about financial contracts. If you read the whole verse.
No, hold on, because it also goes into. I probably just didn't read like the correct part, but I have it in my notes. Yeah, because it literally says so that if either of the two women should forget, then one may remind the other. This is talking about retaining knowledge. Like, sure, it could be in the context of a legal situation, but this is talking about knowledge. That's why it says so that if either of the two women should forget, that
Yeah,
one may remind the other. It
they are
literally
lesser.
says this. This
They're
is
lesser in
chapter 2, 283.
obligations. Yeah, I agree. I
Huh?
agree to that. I said they're lesser in intelligence on financial terms and legal
Okay, so
obligations.
they are so women are no, this is not talking about in financial terms. This is talking about if they forget something. So this is talking about the ability to retain knowledge.
The ayah you gave me is talking about financial terms, and the Prophet
No,
himself
2
is spoken.
283, 2 283, 2 283, not 2. Not
Yeah,
2 282,
that
2
verse is talking about
283.
financial terms. If you read the whole verse,
No, 2 280. Yeah, we can put them
read the
together,
whole
sure. It's fine. I don't
verse.
care. The point is 2 283 says that if they forget, this is talking about retaining knowledge, like I said previously.
Are you on the ayah or are you on the Quran or Hadith?
Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 283.
Yeah, read the translation.
Read what I'm saying?
Yeah, read the surah. Read the ayah you gave me. That's talking about like, the financial contracts.
Yeah, I will concede the fact that the previous one is talking about the financial context. I gave the wrong
Yeah, and
verse.
the Prophet
When we're
is
looking at
quoting this ayah.
283, it talks about the woman's ability to regain or retain knowledge. That's why it says so that if either of the two women should forget, then one may
Yeah.
remind the other.
What 283? Verse 283 or like a hadith?
This is in the Quran. Surah
Yeah,
Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 283.
read the verse for me.
Oh, ye who believe, when you borrow one from another for a fixed
No, no,
period and then write it
283.
down, and let a scribe write it in your presence faithfully, and call two witnesses from among your men. And if two men be not available, then a man and two women, of such as you approve as witnesses, so that if either of the two women should forget, the one may remind the other.
Yeah, okay, yeah. How does that prove your point, bro?
It's just talking about retaining knowledge. It's talking about the intellectual capabilities of a woman. It is not talking about in a lawful context if the woman knows
Yeah,
law,
okay,
knows Sharia law more than a man. This is simply talking about their intellectual capabilities, her intellect, her intelligence, like the verse says. The woman has no intelligence.
again, in the terms of a financial contract, yeah, they have less intelligence than a man. I don't see. You just keep
Okay,
repeating
so
the same.
women have less intelligence than a man.
Yeah, when it comes to like financial contracts and like debts
This is
and
not talking
loans.
about financial contracts. This literally
The
is
one
talking
more,
about if a woman
the
should
whole verse.
forget, then
Yeah,
one
the
may
whole
remind
verse.
the other. This is talking about what?
Yeah, the first of the first part of the verse is talking about financial contracts. I don't know if you can't read or something.
Yo, sure, the first part is talking about it. I don't care.
Yeah, and
That's
the
not
whole
the
verse is
that's not what
related
I'm
to
looking at. I genuinely do not care. That's not what I'm
yeah, the
looking
whole
at. I'm
thing is
looking at the
yeah,
part where it
it's
talks
saying
about
something-
if a
yeah,
woman should forget or not, her intellectual capabilities, her ability to retain knowledge.
again, are you gonna let me speak or not?
Sure, but you're just straw manning the argument and straw manning the verse. I don't
Yeah,
care
again,
what it talks about
the
previously.
whole verse is talking about if two women forget. Yeah, does it say that women are less intelligent in this verse in any sense?
Yes, women are less intelligent than men according to the Quran and
According
Muhammad.
to the Quran, yeah, show me which part of this ayah says that. Just because
Oh
one woman
my
forget about
gosh.
something, and if you mind,
Yeah, so
other
would you agree that the ability to retain knowledge falls in line with intelligence?
yeah, sure. How does that
Okay,
relate though?
so if Allah believes that you should bring two women, not one, because one might forget, then he is not counting on them to be able to retain knowledge. So they are not as
Yeah, that's
intellectual.
your own interpretation. How does that relate to the Quran? That's your
That
dumb
is
interpretation of the
literally the
verse.
Quran. What do you wait, is this not the Quran? Is this not in the Quran? Am I not looking in the Quran?
No,
Am
I'm
I
looking at the
looking at
verse.
a hadith that they've mixed into the Quran somehow?
Yeah, okay. I'll send the verse for everyone. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yay, who believe when you borrow one from
No,
another?
no, no. This part, the one you're saying. Yeah. If the woman forgets the other, it may remind her. How does that relate?
So that if either okay, so what's the context? Why are they getting two women?
Yeah, like to like testify on a financial contract.
Sure. So they're getting these two women to testify onto something, right? To be a witness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Allah believes that you need two women, not one, because one may forget, right?
No, it's the opposite. You need one man and two women.
Wait, that's literally what I just said. You need two women because one woman might forget, right? This is what Allah believes.
What does it say? It may forget, bro.
So that if either of the two women should forget, then
So if
one
one of
may
the women forgets,
remind the
it may remind her. Yeah.
other.
Again, it's talking about financial contracts. At that time, women didn't go and look and testify on financial contracts, and they were not outside. Therefore,
Okay, you
that,
know, you
that
want to
wasn't,
just move on to a new verse, bro? Because you're
it's not their
not
job
getting
to
this.
do financial contracts, is it?
I don't get how you're struggling with this like you are. Do you want to move on to a new verse?
So do you concede?
You already could. No, I'm not conceding. You already conceded to the fact that it's talking about
Yeah, I don't care. I just
if
told
one
you it's
may
all financial
forget, then they may
contracts.
remind the other.
Even if one of them forgets, yeah, still
Then
talking about
okay,
financial.
so Allah believes one might forget. So Allah did he doesn't hold like what should I be saying? Allah doesn't he can't.
Are you still gonna like do your commentary, or are you gonna talk?
Okay, so Allah believes that he cannot count on a woman's intellectual capabilities, as
Yeah,
he
when it comes
says in this verse, and Muhammad backs this up in
yeah,
the
yeah,
hadith.
when it comes to financial contracts.
So wait, women only forget financial contracts. Only financial contracts. They don't have problems with anything else. Only financial contracts.
Yeah, because they're not outside.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Women have
Okay.
problem with financial contracts, and that is it. That is the only thing a woman has a
I
problem
said
with.
men are more outside, and they do more. They do most of the financial stuff of the household instead of the woman, which only stays at home at that time. Therefore, of course, the woman might forget since it's not her job.
Okay, so the woman might forget, the other should remind her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
and the hadith we got is true as well. That backs up the claim I made.
Yeah, then in that
Yeah,
sense, the whole sense, the whole verse is talking about.
yeah. No, yeah. We could leave it.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna be real, man. You gotta let my boy Sub 2 up there again. He was cooking you on every point, all right? And I want more of that show, all right? I want to see you be pressure cooked even more, all right? So yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, brother, you can see more on my YouTube. My
Yeah,
YouTube's in my username, Summiverse on YT. Type the whole thing.
Are you gonna talk properly or no?
Yeah, let's talk properly.
Yeah, then I
Why
can.
was Jesus praying to God? Well, Jesus was praying to his Father, who's a distinct person from himself. So we don't find any logical problems with him speaking to another person. Sorry, go ahead. And we also say he was showing us how to pray.
I can understand the topic.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, then I can just I can just tell you since he's quoting the hadith, he's talking about financial contracts.
Wait, can I just reply to the comments really quickly, please? I understand, but I'll jump right back on you immediately. Nope, Jesus said that he prayed to God, and it mentions nowhere in the context
Dude, I
to the
know we're in
Father.
like a
Well, he
gay
literally
game,
uses the word
but that's
Father. He says Father something. We also see that, I mean, if you wanna discredit somebody for praying to themselves, supposedly, we can look in the Quran where Allah actually prays to himself. So if you want to actually say that this discredits Jesus as being a god, you're discrediting Allah at the same time. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I think 3356. Indeed, Allah showers his blessings upon the Prophet, and his angels pray for him. O blessers, invoke Allah's blessings upon him and salute him, worthy greetings of peace. So wait, you're telling me
Yeah,
Allah is praying to himself, so Allah prays to God? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Okay, my
23,
fault,
like
bro. I'm locked back
no,
in. I'm locked back in, Lantix.
go ahead. Yes, I can just tell you that the whole hadith is talking about financial terms.
Okay, financial. You're saying it's about financial things.
Yeah.
Okay, so will you say that women only forget things when it comes to financial like situations?
We're on the hadith now. I forgot the ayah.
Well, this is in the Quran, 283.
Yeah, I told you. I already told you this before.
Yeah, I'm
Now we're
asking
gonna.
you, in the Quran, are you saying that they only forget these things when it comes to financial situations?
Yeah, since they're not like obligated to go outside and do this, and they have other
Okay,
things to do.
is Muhammad speaking about financial in a financial in a financial context and the hadith I gave you, Sahih Bukhari 304?
Yeah, since he like quoted the ayah, I can tell you that he was talking about financial.
Yeah, but when we look in Sahih al-Bukhari 304, it is not talking about a contextual game, or it's not talking about contextual, excuse me, a marriage like
Marriage.
a law, like a what?
Huh?
It's not talking about a marital context. It's not talking about like anything within the law. He just gives this. He just gives this to further prove his point that women
Yeah,
are deficient in
he
their
did that.
minds.
Yeah, why would he give it for no reason?
Yeah,
Because
to prove from within the Quran that women are deficient in the mind. What are you
yeah,
talking
because
about?
but the whole verse we already agreed on is talking about financial. But since he's quoting this, since
Yeah,
he's
no, it
quoting
doesn't
this,
matter. He is quoting it to prove that women are deficient
yeah,
in the
he's
mind.
quoting
It
it
even says so
like
in the Quran. It is not talking about just in a financial context. When he's actually speaking to the woman, it has nothing to do about finance. He actually talks to her and he says they're talking about just like random things, like why are women deficient? And he just randomly blurts out the majority of people in hellfire are actually women. This has nothing to do with a financial context, a financial lawyer setting.
it's the same. Well, Bukhari 304. Yeah, I told you this. The first the word is you're using deficient again. I told you it's less.
Sure, but I mean, like this doesn't. You're not refuting my actual
Yeah,
point, though.
yeah, because he mentioned the ayah first. Then he said this is the less intelligence. Isn't true that a woman
Yeah, they are
can neither
less in intelligence. What are you talking
during
about?
yeah, then first he quotes the ayah, then he talks about this, meaning that he's already referring to financial terms. Then he talks about his own opinion. Is that not hard to understand?
Wait, he talks about his own opinion. What are you talking about? So wait, can Muhammad's opinions contradict the Quran?
What?
Can
No,
Muhammad's opinions contradict the Quran?
no.
Okay, so if Muhammad says something, it cannot contradict the Quran. So if he says something in a hadith, then it must also align with the Quran. He can't contradict the Quran. He can't contradict Allah. What are you talking
Yeah, the
about?
Mindarati is contradicted. Yeah, so
Huh?
he said that it's not the evidence of two women equal to the witness of one man. They replied affirmative. He said, "This is the definite. This is the less in her intelligence, isn't it true that a woman can neither pray nor fast during her menses?" The woman
A
replied,
woman can neither pray nor practice. I'm so confused what you're even talking about right now.
"Read the hadith. That woman
And
can
304? You're in
what?
Sahih Al-Bukhari 304 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull it back up. Or just go on where you're saying. What about 304? Tell you about the verse? Tell you about what verse?
She was going in circles right now. I keep explaining to you that it's talking about financial, and you just say no, it's not.
Yeah, but Muhammad is not talking about financial context in 304.
Because why did he quote the ayah then? Which is talking about
Just
financial
prove
contract.
to give context that women
But
are
why is
deficient in the mind.
why is the ayah talking about financial contracts? That's why
I
he
don't
quoted.
know, and I don't care. Are
Okay, then if
majority
you
of
don't care,
women?
it's my fault, bro. You can't just make an argument on something you just ignore, then you just take the other parts of the ayah, then you call it ignoring, yeah?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
How are you doing? Doing good?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Chief. I don't think you're doing too well after that. But anyway, sorry, what?
You have any questions or not?
Yeah, I have a question. Why does Allah permit polygyny, which is a specific form of polygamy, meaning one man with multiple women? Why does Allah promote that?
Promote that? How
Yeah,
does he promote it?
He permits it.
Yeah, he permits it, he doesn't promote it.
He permits it and promotes it. In fact, He gives more wives to the false prophet.
Yeah, can you tell me how he promotes having more wives?
Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you where.
Show me where. Promote, by the way. You said promotes. You use the
Either
word
way,
promote.
promote, permit, either way, it's going to be a problem.
How's that a problem? Can you explain?
Okay, sure. My argument is going to be this. Roughly throughout all of human history, we've produced a roughly equal amount of men and women. Sometimes it can be 51% women to 49% men. Percentages can vary, but overall it's roughly 50-50. Now, if we have the top percentage of men taking multiple wives, what does that mean? That means that the bottom percentage of men don't have wives. What do they do then? They join gangs, terrorist organizations. They become violent, start murdering people. And Muslims, a big thing I've noticed, y'all Muslims like to say that your countries are war torn. I just got to say, duh. I mean, whenever you're promoting something as awful as polygyny, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah,
Whenever
again, I
these men don't
totally
have hope for marriage, don't have hope for children, what do you think that they're going to do?
again. We don't promote it. We just permit it. And also, are you Christian? Yeah.
Yeah, either way though,
Are,
how is that
are
going
you
to
Christian?
be good?
Like, can you tell me how many wives does Solomon have?
Sorry, what?
How many wives does Solomon have?
How many wives did Solomon have? Okay, I'll show you that much if you show me where in the Bible God permitted that or allowed that or even spoke positively about that.
But does he speak negatively about that? That means he's allowing it.
That, brother, read Samuel King's Chronicles. You'll see that when Solomon fell, it was because of his sin, because of how many wives and concubines he had, because he took after his father, King David.
Yeah, okay. Can you show me where in the Bible your God condemns Solomon for having this many wives?
You can see it, even if he doesn't directly talk against it, he still fell because of that sin.
You just tell me where he condemns it. That's it. I don't want.
You want to know why? Want to know how he condemns it? Because his wives were promoting false gods. They were pagans. They were promoting idols. And Solomon even erected a few temples to pray to those demonic entities, which is why Solomon eventually fell out of power.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. I'm talking about having many wives. That's the problem here.
Yeah,
I don't care
we
what you
agree. Having multiple wives is a problem. Jesus would agree with
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Again, I told you, the Bible does not condemn this. The Bible
It
condemns his
does.
wives.
It literally does.
The Bible doesn't condemn the number of his wives he had. This condemns the actions his wife did.
Okay. The Bible doesn't condemn Solomon.
No, for his many wives.
It doesn't condemn Solomon for his multiple wives. All right. Can you go to 1 Kings 11?
Yeah, that's a big chapter. Which verse?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. First verse to the 13th verse.
But that still doesn't answer my question. That's still like a whole half a chapter.
Can you read it? Or should I?
Yeah. Can you read it for me?
What?
I said, can you read it for me?
I was asking you to read it, but I can read it if you want. Sure. All right, but King Solomon loved many foreign women, as well as the daughter of the Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonites, and Hittites. Real quick, we'll just stop briefly here. What's interesting is that with the Moabites and I believe it's the Ammonites, we see how did these people come to be? Well, they came to be after Lot and his daughters, and after Sodom and Gomorrah, they engaged in those specific activities. So right away, we see that Solomon's wives and concubines are descendants of that group. So this is here telling us that whenever you try to go against God's will, it's going to end up badly. So let's continue. From
Yeah,
the
okay, go
nations
ahead.
of whom what?
No, go ahead.
From the nations of whom the Lord had said to the children of Israel, you shall not intermarry with them, nor they to you. So what was that?
Yeah, you must not intermarry with them because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods. Yeah, again, that's talking about the wives. Yeah, that's not talking about the people themselves.
And he had 700 wives. So it is talking about the people themselves. You shall
Yeah,
not
again, it's talking about
intermarry
the
with
people
them.
themselves. It's not talking about the number of
Bro, what do you
wives
mean?
they had. Again, it's talking about the actions their wives were doing. It's not talking about what they like the amount of wives they had.
It's talking about the persons when it says you shall not intermarry with them.
Yeah, it's talking about the people because the people were bad
But you
at
said
that
it
time.
wasn't talking about the people. So what are we talking about? Or is it talking about the people or is it not talking about the people?
I never said it's not talking about the people. I said it's not
You
talking about the
literally said
number of
that.
wives.
Brother, you
Yeah, I
literally
said it's
said
not.
that. Why are you lying? You
Yeah,
literally lying,
okay,
man. Come on now. Don't be disrespectful
okay.
like that.
How verse talking about the number of the number of wives he had?
And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart.
Okay.
So isn't that pretty clearly God saying, hey, this was bad? This was a bad thing that he did. Meanwhile, you find no condemnation of polygamy
Oh no.
in the Quran.
No, you just said something. What? Okay, how does that
You literally
relate to
asked where it talks about his multiple wives. I just gave you the verse 3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. What are we
Okay,
talking about?
his wife turned away. How does that like lead to like the conclusion of him God condemning
Brother,
having the
brother, if your heart is away from the Lord, are you following the Lord's will or are you following your will?
Yeah, that's on the wives, bro. That's not on the number of wives.
Yeah,
That's
their hearts were turned away from God,
he
but
had.
they turned Solomon's heart away from God. That's the
Imagine
point.
his all his wives were like devoted to God. Would you still
So
condemn him?
their hearts are away from the Lord. His heart is away from the Lord. They're seeking their own will, not the Lord's will. How is that not sinful? How is that not at least imperfect? Like God is perfect.
Yeah, since because his wives are like getting him away from God. That's why he's condemning the wives. He's
So
not
then this
condemning
is
the
a
number of
clear
wives.
condemnation of his polygamy. What are we talking about? And
Well, are
Jesus, by the
you read
way,
your own Bible or what?
condemns this
Can
practice
you
as
read your
well.
Bible?
When in Matthew
Can you read
19,
your
he
Bible?
says, and you shall have one man and one woman in marriage. Only one man and only one woman in marriage. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? The Bible doesn't condemn polygamy. Get out of here with that.
Okay, how's that one and one woman is condemning polygamy? Yeah.
If Jesus, a prophet of God, is saying that it should be this way with one man and one woman, and your false prophet does something else, then it kind of seems like there's some discontinuity there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I told you how that's not in a single way condemning polygamy. You're just talking about what naturally is.
Okay, so if Jesus says you shall have one
But
husband
and
and one
why
wife,
the
and you
problem?
have
I
one
told you.
husband and multiple
I
wives,
asked
are
you
you
where is
following
it condemning?
Jesus? Are you following
No.
Jesus? Just answer me.
Just a topic.
Just answer
I
me.
asked you where in the Bible is condemning. Solomon student 700 wives. Then you went to Jesus and talking about random
So
stuff.
are you just gonna answer the question, or are you just gonna keep running?
Yeah, again, you just completely dodged my question. I asked you where in the Bible it
The
condemns
projection
polygamy.
is
I
crazy,
didn't ask
brother.
you.
Brother, answer me this. Answer me this. All right. If Jesus, a prophet of Christianity and of Islam, says that that marriage should be this way, and what is this way? It's one husband, one man, and one wife, one woman. And then your false prophet does something aside from that by having 11 wives in his life, 9 at one time was the most he had at one time. How's that not going against Jesus and what he said? How's that not discontinuity there?
Yeah, pardon, I wasn't listening.
Could you repeat that?
I said I wasn't listening. Can you repeat the last point? Then I have to go quickly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
just
blame
repeat
you
your
for
last point.
dodging the question, bro. I'd be scared too if I had to defend
Okay,
this warp
again, can
lord.
you answer my simple question? Where in the Bible is it
Can
condemning
you
Solomon? I
answer
don't
my
care
simple question?
what
I asked you first,
point.
brother. Quit running. Why are you running?
You came here to ask
He's a
questions,
runner,
yeah?
he a track star. Why does Jesus Oh my goodness.